title OMG, which really triggers in your mind, oh my God, and then you go on to justify those with your the emotion with your slides. So fantastic job done over there. But now, at 8:30, we talk about the stuff that really matter. Now, while it was an interesting concept where you tried to speak about interesting facts and thereby bring in the theme of OMG, it felt less like a presentation of a speech than it looked more like one of those Instagram or Facebook reels where we see those interesting facts popping out and it was being narrated. So it would have been nice if you had in fact chosen maybe one or two or three maybe and then spoken a little more elaborately about it, so it would not sound like a Facebook reel video. While it is interesting to see you do those things, but given the format that we're looking at, the format does not fit the bill. That's number one. Number two is you kept asking questions, which is really, really good. Given that it's a speech and yet you dare to ask questions knowing that you have only seven and a half minutes with you, while being audacious was half-hearted, because while you did keep throwing in questions, you did not permit the audience to engage with you, because every time they did try to respond to you, you moved on quickly without acknowledging. So if you're going to ask questions, you need to stop and listen to their answers. If not, do not ask a question, instead use a rhetorical question. And how rhetorical questions differ from a question? A rhetorical question does not require an answer, and therefore you can move forward. Third thing is, you had so much of content in your speech that towards the end of the last two or three maybe OMG descriptions that you're giving in, you were running through it. And while you were running through it, you had a very good opportunity in your hand to skip the video portion, but you did not do that. You insisted on bringing in the video portion and took us haphazardly through the video. Maybe you could have avoided the video on the whole, because given that you had multiple OMG facts, your speech would have still retained the theme that you were trying to bring forward. That being said, it was a very courageous act on your side to bring about a real sort of a speech and bring it in a more interactive environment. Now, how you could really work on making things better, I've already given the recommendations. But what I would really like to see is you have brought in interesting themes today. If you could take one or two of these and elaborate them into speech and maybe connect it somewhere with our lives, that would really make more for, let's say, an inspirational speech or something which people can take back home. Today it was more of an educational speech, which quite frankly, I don't speak on behalf of everybody else, but are facts which we can get out of maybe Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it might be. Interesting nonetheless. But if you could elaborate that and connect it to our lives, it would make a lot more, let's say, personalized sense to everybody else. Apart from that, lovely to see your energy, the way you communicated. It was like a training session, to say the least. Congratulations on that, and I wish you the best of luck in your future speeches. Thank you. And back to the general evaluator.
Oh my